Mares in Black.
Hey everybody, it's Heather and Jackie, your friendly Mares in Black.
Hi everyone! Woohoo!
So we've been promising to do this for a while, and we're rolling it finally after 2 years, more than 2 years, rolling out the Mares in Black Patreon.
I think we've only been talking about the Patreon for a year because this was part of our Colorado summit last year after Red Rocks.
Well, you two were pushing for it pretty early, you and Josh, and
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, no,
true.
I want to wait 2 years,
Yeah.
and see if we can, first of all, even do this in a timely manner, and if we're not burned out after 2 years, like.
Yeah, here we are.
So it seems like, we're pretty into it, so. So cool deal. So as you saw the placard, this is about the Patreon. A lot of people, I'm sure, are like, what is a Patreon?
Yeah.
So we're here to walk you through what a Patreon is in general and what it means for us, and what you get if you subscribed to our Patreon.
So
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I subscribe to a lot of Patreons. There's several artists, not model horse artists, but there's several other artists in various other communities that I support.
You do Jenny Parks, right?
I do Jenny Parks. That's the big one. Every month she produces a piece. It's $10, so it's not she's not necessarily every month.
Right.
She does a per piece thing, but I get a discount in her Etsy store. When she does commissions, I get first dibs on commissions.
Yeah,
which is how
Sweet.
I get sweet things.
I have 2 Patreon subscriptions. They're both to other podcasts, the Gur Arg podcast, which is a Whedonverse podcast that's live. And one of the perks I get is I get to guest on it. So they pull me on the show. Like I just did one today.
Oh my God.
So I guest on Gur Arg podcast. And I never dropped my Patreon for the Nevers podcast, even though I'm a host now, because we have like 3 subscribers, and it would be sad if I left, because then we'd be down to 2, right? So, but it for us, we really want to do a lot with our listeners. We think you're going to get a lot for the money when we walk through the tiers. I think there's a price point for everybody, and nothing is exorbitant, like from $1 to $12, so a month. So
that's what we're talking about.
So let's roll with. All right, we're gonna switch between us talking and sharing the screen. So pardon my bumbling.
Yep, it's gonna be cool.
It is gonna be cool.
It's so cool.
It's gonna let me advance. There we go.
Woo-hoo!
So what is Patreon anyway? Patreon is a membership that provides tools, a membership application that provides tools for creators to run a subscription content service. It allows creatives and artists to earn monthly income by providing exclusive rewards and perks to their subscribers or patrons. So you may have heard that Amanda Brock started a Patreon last week.
Yeah.
Or whenever you view this, she got it out there before we did. And her perks, her benefits to her Patreons, I'm sure she'll have merchandise at some point. She does stickers quite a bit, but she's allowing people to come in and go through a whole customizing process with her on a horse right now, which I'm sure for other artists is invaluable, right?
Right.
So, and I haven't really looked at her Patreon, so that's on me, but I plan to subscribe. So we'll see. I'm sure this is between us and Amanda, it will spur a lot more people to get Patreons out there. So it'll be interesting to see how people decide to extrapolate their benefits. So why does Mares in Black have one? We are not,
because this costs money.
We are not artists, right? And you would typically think you get stuff. Well, we do give you stuff. We are makers. We make a podcast at least every other week, sometimes more than that, depending if we're in Briarfest season. And publishing a podcast it's not exorbitantly expensive, but but there's costs, right?
Not free.
Right. So by launching this, the first thing obviously is to recoup some of our cost. We're not going to get rich doing podcasting. We know that, but Zoom costs money, right? Our website subscription costs money. Our syndicator service costs money. We continue to upgrade our equipment. And that's money. And there are other out-of-pocket expenses like buying shirts up front for the store, buying merchandise up front for the store. And that we've paid for the last 2 years, that's all come out of us. And,
Yeah.
and,
And
that's
we give stuff away too. So,
right.
you know, if we've broken even on the merch, I'd be surprised.
I doubt it.
I don't
doubt
think we
it.
have either.
So it's, you know, we're not upset about that by any means, but it would help a lot if we didn't have to pay for that out of pocket.
Yeah. Or it was partially subsidized.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But the major thing is we wanted to, without sounding too corporate, expand the brand and get more involved with our listeners. The podcast is, you don't see us and we talk at you, right? And we've had these live streams and other stuff where we interact with the crowd, and it's so much fun, right?
Oh yeah, I love doing those.
So this gives us the opportunity for more interaction, to share more exclusive content, merchandise, give you discounts, and a bunch of other stuff that we'll get into when we get into the tiers.
Yeah, a bunch of different ways for it to interact with us on different things to do, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, totally fun.
Totally fun.
Party all the time, as Eddie Murphy would say.
Oh yeah.
So how do you participate, and what do you get for participating? So if you go to the Patreon page, and I'm gonna escape out of this and show you our Patreon page.
Okay. There it is.
So you go to patreon.com /Mayors in Black, and you're going to be presented with these membership levels. Now this shows 3. I haven't put a 4th one on that will just be for $1 a month, and that's just a minimum contribution to show that you support the show. And we'll walk through what you get for that, because even for $1 a month you get something.
Oh yeah.
And then we have all the other levels, and you join through these buttons. And all the exclusive content and links to these content will show up in our kind of blog feed here. Plus you'll get emails when stuff posts, and of course you can turn that on and off if you want to, but you'll get notified. So that's that. And then let's
want to roll over the tiers.
Let's roll over the tiers.
Okay.
Tiers of joy, tears of pain. Okay, so how do I participate? We just walked through the page. You check out the tiers and subscribe and see what each one offers for perks and benefits. Once you've subscribed, you get the welcome package email and a package in the mail that's going to have stickers and buttons and stuff like that. So, well, a sticker and a button probably.
Your welcome wagons, basically.
Yeah. So that's the Philly subscription. That's the ground level for people that just want to support the show. They don't want to. They're not interested in anything more than that. You'll be listed as a supporter on the Mayors in Black website and receive recognition on the show by name up at the top when we do the intro. Or the Mayors in Black news, maybe. Yeah. That when you at the time of your subscription, it won't be every show, but when you subscribe, you'll get mentioned as a supporter, and you'll always be listed on the website as a supporter as long as you're a subscriber.
And it's whatever name you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be your full name, whatever you want to tell us.
Your studio name, it could be whatever.
And then you'll get the welcome email. You'll also in the mail get a package complete with a letter, a sticker, a button when you join.
Nice.
The mayor level is the next level tier that for people that want more interaction. You get access to the Mayors in Black community room on Patreon, where you can talk with other listeners about the show. We'll have discussions after podcasts and stuff like that there, so we can all you can interact, ask questions, make comments, stuff like that. You'll have access to purchase exclusive Mayors in Black Patreon merchandise, which is going to be shirts, hats, totes, coffee mugs, stickers, buttons,
whatever else we dream up. And not only will it be the Mayors in Black stuff, our regular, Mayors in Black stuff, or just the head or the circle in the head of the logo device, but we also have the diversity logo that we put into the Black Lives Matter and GBTLA IQ Plus colors and the Herd Nerd stuff. So that's all exclusive to our Patreon subscribers. Regular people that want to buy our merchandise are only going to have access to just regular Mayors in Black stuff. Yeah.
And even then, they might not get some of the colors or designs that we're going to have available to you guys. And finally, you get access to our bonus episodes. Like we did bonus episodes for Briar Fest. Briar Fest. I'm a simulation.
The Fest of Briar.
I had a glitch. Yes, Fest of Briar.
Fest of Briar.
While those won't completely go away from the public domain, a lot of the bonus stuff is going to live for the Patreon now, right?
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to. The next tier, there are 4. So this is the high mid-level tier. Is you could be a Mare in Black for $7 a month, and as you progress, all the benefits from the tier before follow. Right? It's not just exclusive. So the Philly is entry level, and then the Mare gets what the Philly gets plus the extra stuff for the Mare. Mm-hmm. So once we're to the Mare in Black, they get all the benefits that the 2 before them get plus more stuff. So it's our mid-level subscription that includes benefit listed on the previous tiers. And additionally, you get exclusive Zoom parties with the Mares. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Zoom parties are fun with us.
Zoom parties are fun.
You'll receive advanced access to Mares in Black podcasts and bonus episodes, and that's exclusive to the top 2 tiers. Other exclusive content like the artist spotlights we're thinking about starting that are exclusively like 30-minute to an hour one-offs with artists about their process and their philosophies and stuff like that. And a free event shout out on the show for any shows or gatherings you might be having. So if you have something you want to promote, we'll mention it on the show if you're at this level.
Yeah, because normally that's something you pay for extra.
Right. Yeah. Our shout outs are cheap, but cheap is free is better. So for model horse shows, swap meets, gatherings, even if you're an artist, if you're having a sale, totally. So for the foreseeable future, photo shows. And finally, the Herd Nerd.
Woohoo!
The Herd Nerd, you get a lot for your money with the Herd Nerd, right? So the Herd Nerd is our premier tier. It includes all of the benefits listed from the previous tiers, which is a lot already. And additionally, you get, and this is the big one, free Herd Nerd t-shirt available only to our top level subscribers. So free t-shirt makes it worth it, right?
This is so much better than the top fan button on Facebook, guys. So much better.
That doesn't cost you $12 a month, though. A shout out on every show by name for being a Herd Nerd level supporter. And of course, listed on the Mares in Black website. Every show, nobody else gets every show but you guys. The chance to appear on the Mares in Black podcast under the surprise. Wow.
Okay. The Matrix is glitching on.
I know, right? A chance to appear on the Mares in Black podcast under subscriber spotlight, or that's not ironclad. If we want, if you have an idea to come on the show and have stuff to talk about, we can also have you on that way too. But definitely, everyone gets a subscriber spotlight where you be a nice little 10-15 minute feature, and we can talk about anything you want to talk about, within reason related to model horses.
Yeah.
We also have exclusive giveaways for only Herd Nerd supporters, which will be merchandise and model horses and other fun stuff that artists give us to pay for their advertising. Mm-hmm. That those gifts that we get from them, 9 times out of 10 will come through the Patreon to be given away amongst our supporters.
Yeah, so that'll be a rotating bunch of stuff.
Like right now, we have we have stuff from Anfield, Melanie Miller, and Anna Helt to give away. We haven't given it away yet. I was waiting on the Patreon to kick. So that in itself is pretty cool, because that is very cool. Your odds are going to get much better in being considered for this stuff. Because I'm pretty sure when we do general giveaways, people that don't even listen to us throw their hat in the ring.
Oh, probably. I would.
We're doing Zoom parties with both tiers, but we're also going to do exclusive Zoom parties just for the Herd Nerds, right? Mm-hmm. That is smaller, more intimate. Maybe there's some cocktails involved, unless you're under age, and then you can have some juice.
Capri Sun.
Yeah. So and maybe do some. One of the things I thought that might be fun is when that Breyer show comes out, we could do watch parties with our gang.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That could be fun.
So we'll
my.
see about that. You already have the access to the MIB merchandise, and you are also getting a free T-shirt. But what this tier also gets you is discounts on merchandise and advertising. And we haven't really settled on the number yet. It probably depends on what we have, but stay tuned.
Yeah.
You have the ability to make fan requests for show content or suggestions. If you have an idea that you want to see come to fruition, you have the ability and a direct line with us to suggest, covering stuff. And even, you could appear in that fan request show if you'd like. And finally, Perky Lurky, the last, free or discounted entry into events and contests like photo shows like the one we're going to have in October. We've talked about having a customizing contest, doing a film festival maybe.
Yeah.
All of those will have fees associated with them. Not huge or anything, but the lower the price, like the photo show will probably waive the fee completely, right? For our members.
Because it's going to be inexpensive.
Right. So the customizing and contest and film festivals, we want to have cash prizes for the winners. So they'll cost a little bit more, but still it's not going to be anything insane.
Nice.
So those are the tiers. What do you think, Jax?
I think they're very reasonable. The Patreons that I typically do, that's kind of the range. I have one that I think I do a $10 on, well, Jenny Parks. I have a bunch that are like $3 or $5 though. I mean, my Patreon bill is probably like $35 a month. Yeah,
Gerard's $5 and Never's podcast is 10, so 15 is what I'm spending right now. So let's talk about what I didn't talk about? Let's talk about like the one perk I haven't addressed. And I don't know how it fell off the slide, but I will skip to that slide so we can talk about it exclusively. Okay. So this is for Herd Nerds only. Mm-hmm. Let me share this.
One last perky perk we forgot to mention.
Right. Well, I was editing and somehow I threw that off the page like a dummy. Right. So here's the merchandise. This is just a smattering of kind of art on some mock-ups, right? So the coffee cup, the holographic sticker is actually real, and Jackie has those.
Yeah, I have those.
You also have the diversity one, right?
Yes, I have diversity stickers, and I have the holographic. I have buttons too.
And we have the regular buttons and the regular stickers, I think. And here's a shirt of a new style that I mocked up that's just the device logo head, which I think is pretty cool.
I like that a lot.
And then you see the tote with the Herd Nerds on it, right? Our kind of 8-bit homage to being horse nerds. So this is just to show kind of what we have. It's not exhaustive. It's just kind of so you can see it in application, But here's the big thing, exclusive artist releases. So these are inspirational pictures of 2 releases that we'll offer for the end of 2020 into 2021 before we start working on 2 or 3 more artists to contribute to our stuff. So the one on the 2 horses is the inspiration, and these were this is stock art that I paid for, so we're all in the green here.
Okay.
And this was sent to Melanie Miller, who is going to do a medallion inspired by this picture.
Aww.
And that's
Heather.
And that's exclusive to our subscribers to purchase, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. And I don't know how it's going to turn out. She plans to do it square, round, or anything. I'm kind of giving her license because she's the artist, but that is exclusive to us.
Sweet.
And then on the right, you see this Welsh, this is Cardi B.
Okay.
It's a Welsh Section D dressage pony. And Cardi B, this is a Creative Commons photo. Cardi B it's not going to be completely exact, but Cardi B is kind of the pose.
Inspiration.
The pose is the inspiration for a micro mini Maggie is sculpting for us.
Yay.
Both these projects make me really, really happy.
I'm so excited.
So, I mean, I think the plan is to get the medallion done in the first part of, or the last part of this year, and then have the Welsh Section D and an extended trot the first half of next year.
Nice.
So that's the elephant in the room that I left out.
Very good.
So that's pretty much it. That's the story. And we look forward to you joining, and we want to have a vibrant, dynamic community. We don't want to just be talking at you. You know, it's a small hobby and a lot of us all know each other, but I've met so many more people since we started having this show. So it's really, it's been gratifying. I really love podcasting. Like, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, guesting and podcasting everywhere. So
podcasting fool, man.
I know. I think I just like to hear myself talk, but yeah. So
it's a benefit if you're podcasting,
right? Yeah, doesn't work if you're introverted.
Yeah.
Anything else, Jax?
We had also discussed a Discord server.
Yes, please talk about that.
Yes. So what Discord is, if you guys like, you know, back in the day, a lot of your internet was like text chatting, and I kind of cut my teeth doing internet relay chat, and then it moved to AOL.
IRC, man.
IRC, I loved IRC. Moved to AOL, and you know, a couple other different messenger things. Everybody uses Facebook Messenger now.
Right.
You know, whatever. Discord is that kind of thing, but instead of having just a single channel, you have a server that then you can make custom channels for. I have the server set up. Heather and I are both on it, and I've been kind of kicking it around to see what's the best way to set it up. But that'll be something for our Patreon folks, and they'll decide on. There may be some exclusive channels just for the upper tiers or whatever, but it's the kind of place you can kind of come any, 24 hours a day and kind of chat with other people. And
and it'll be
Discord,
fun to
like all day.
Kick it in Discord during Briarfest would be awesome.
Oh my gosh, yes, it will be great.
All right, I think that's all we have. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at info@mirrorsandblack.com. We also have a way to contact, I believe, a contact form on mirrorsandblack.com, the website.
Okay.
Or if you subscribe, you can ask us questions directly through, you can message us through the Patreon.
Yeah.
Or you can always message us on Facebook or Twitter.
Yeah, because we're there.
Or Instagram. We get a lot of messages on Instagram.
Nice.
So yeah, so thanks for listening to us babble, and we hope you subscribe.
Yeah, we'll see you online.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.